Moment of Truth is brought to you by Truly Lemonade. Live truly.
Justin Herbert has given Chargers fans several moments this season, but this one Sunday was historic. He found Austin Eckler 9 yards out in the second quarter, and that touchdown was number 28 for Herbert, and that broke Baker Mayfield's rookie passing touchdowns record. And Herbert's not done. 340 yards away now from Andrew Luck's rookie passing yards record as well. All right, let's get to the Ravens and the Giants, a game of note in the AFC. Now, well, also worth noting for the Giants, protect your quarterback. Ravens got after Danny Dimes 6 times. They sacked him, including a sack on 3 straight plays in the fourth quarter. 5 different players on the Ravens had a sack. Chris Board was the only one with 2. Giants lost 37 yards from sacks in this game. And then there's Lamar Jackson. And Lamar Jackson, we know what he can do and how difficult he is to bring down. He finds Dez Bryant, who's really open.
Yes, he is.
Ravens go on to win 27-13. Giants still have playoff hopes, though, despite the loss.
Browns visiting the Jets, fourth quarter. Browns down 20-10. Baker Mayfield's going to hand to Kareem Hunt. Touchdown. Extra point, they missed it, so they're down 20-16. About 25 left in the game. 4th and 1, 23-16. Mayfield tries the quarterback sneak. Oh, no. He fumbled the ball as he tried to get the first down. Recovered by Hunt, but only Mayfield can advance the ball on 4th down once he fumbled. Browns turn it over. Tough loss for Cleveland. Jets win 23-16. So, AFC wild card scenarios are like this. The Ravens clinch with a win over the Bengals, and the Dolphins are in with a win over Buffalo. The Colts need to beat the Jags and have one of the other 3 teams lose to clinch a wild card spot. Indy can also still win the AFC South title with a win, and the Titans lost to the Texans. The Browns still control their playoff chances. Cleveland is in with a win over the Steelers next week. Here's Baker on his performance from yesterday.
Pretty much 2020, all in 24 hours. Stuff happens, you have to adapt and change. It's not an excuse. Plain and simple, I have to hold on to the damn ball. I failed this team. We had exactly what we needed to win this game. This group fought today, but I didn't do enough. I played well enough for us to win, and that's it.
All right, Jeff Saturday back with us now on SportsCenter. Jeff, Cleveland was missing 4 wide receivers yesterday, but only gave running backs Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt a combined 15 carries. What'd you make of that strategy?
Yeah, I am not a fan of the strategy, right? And I understand, Stefanski and everybody's going to tell you, well, they're going to load up the box and try to stop Chubb and Hunt because they know we don't have receivers. So, we're going to try to take advantage of matchups. But at the end of the day, you want your best players with the ball in their hand. And that is not what they did yesterday, right? When you don't allow Nick Chubb to get totes, I don't care if there's 8 guys in the box. I don't care, what it looks like. When you put the ball in his hand, he has take it the distance capability, but I felt they never found rhythm, right? And it put Mayfield in a bad situation. And he's 100% correct, Jay. You can't fumble the ball. You can't get strip sacked. You can't give the ball up. All of those things are true. However, I would have liked to see them stick with what they have done and what has made them successful, which is pound the rock early, even if it's not pretty. Kind of that Tennessee Titans mentality that maybe not until late in the third, early in the fourth, things are going to kind of turn your way and then use play action. I felt like they relied way too much on Mayfield. And to his point, he didn't play well enough to win.
Yeah, Chubb and Hunt have been just wearing teams down all season long. Cleveland will be eliminated with a loss and wins by the Ravens and Colts in Week 17. Jeff Saturday, stand by. Don't go anywhere.
We have breaking news here on SportsCenter coming out of Washington, where the Washington football team is releasing quarterback Dwayne Haskins after a series of on-field and off-field issues. That, according to what sources are telling ESPN. Former first-round pick, actually selected 15th overall in the 2019 draft. He was benched in the fourth quarter of Sunday's loss at home to the Panthers. And Ron Rivera saying earlier today that Taylor Heineke would start next week if regular starter Alex Smith is not healthy. So Dwayne Haskins demoted on the depth chart, seemingly at the behest of Ron Rivera. And now news coming out of Washington that Dwayne Haskins will be released. Let's bring back Jeff Saturday for more on this. And Jeff, you see this sort of dizzying spiral here of a guy who was selected 15th overall in 2019, given an opportunity on the field. There were some off-field issues as well recently, and now this move. What's your reaction to how quickly this has come together?
Yeah, Ron Rivera's not messing around, man. I mean, listen, when you talk about performance on the field, that's one issue. When you talk about distractions off the field, and then you pair that with the type of performance he put on Sunday, Ron Rivera's just look. He's going to move on, and you know he's kind of got that old school mentality, man. He is a players first coach. Call him players coaches. I understand that, but man, when he doesn't feel like a guy is bought in, he is not afraid to make a move and make a change. And it's disappointing. I know where his mind was, thinking that they could build in and kind of play under Alex Smith. But I'm assuming all of this truly stems from the distractions in the locker room. We know about the COVID issues and what happened last week and not wearing a mask. Those kinds of things from the guy who you expect to ultimately run your franchise just become too large of a burden for a team like the Washington football team to carry. And he's seen what Chase Young, right? Think about Chase Young on the other side of the ball. I think they just put a C on his chest, right? They just made this guy a captain this late in the season. So it's kind of a tale of two different, rookies, right? A rookie this year and a rookie last year are two high picks. One's a captain that gets stripped of it. One's a captain made late. It just shows you the difference. And Ron Rivera just decided it was time to move on.
And two guys who go back to Ohio State together, right? In Chase Young and Dwayne Haskins. And that C that's on Chase Young's chest comes off of the jersey of Dwayne Haskins. We're rolling this video here from this season.
Right.
From this season of Dwayne Haskins with that captaincy, and that was stripped and now seemingly on his way out of Washington after this news that he's going to be released. I want to ask you about distractions off the field for Haskins, not from Haskins, but for him. Given the locker rooms you've been around, when you see a guy who's drafted to his hometown, I mean, this is where he played his high school ball before going to Ohio State. How difficult can that be for someone that young with that much responsibility, but also with that much going on around him in an area that he knows so well?
Yeah, it's professional football for a reason, right, Randy? Like you have to learn to build, have insulators, right, where you can't be gotten to unless it's on your terms and in the best case scenarios. I mean, listen, I can remember Peyton Manning, and he didn't leave Indy, right? I mean, he stayed tight in it. He could have easily went back to Tennessee or Louisiana, New Orleans, you name it, right? He could have went anywhere. But what did he decide to do? He decided to build relationship with his teammates. Aaron Rodgers is no different in Green Bay. I mean, these guys understand what team development truly looks like. There can't be a lot of outside voices, Randy, and it's disappointing when you see a young kid make these type of mistakes because he was given opportunities and then given more opportunities. And so I'm hoping that he learns from this. If somebody else gives him an opportunity or a chance, that he learns, listen, there's some things that you can't deal with when you're trying to play professional football. It is a full-time job. You're raising, you're getting up early and going to bed late, focusing and studying on one thing in particular. He just hadn't learned that quite yet. All
right, the Jeff Saturday with the insight here is, again, the news out of Washington. Dwayne Haskins set to be released by the Washington football team. Thank you, Jeff.
Ahead, guys, some amazing plays from the NFL on Sunday, but the best pass of the day was not on a football field. See where all of these rank in top plays next.